Greetings, fellow Empire soldiers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of a new series of RimWorld 1.5 Anomaly called Eldritch Guards. If you would like to skip the game's overview and setup of the scenario and characters, please use YouTube chapters. In the pursuit of powerful psionic abilities, the Empire on this backwater planet opened a rift between our reality and the Void. We were deployed as a fast reactionary force from a neighboring Empire solar system, and we are now tasked with forming a response team to contain the threat. Our numbers are few. We must conscript fighters who possess the necessary resolve and ready them to mobilize against the monsters of the Void. The scenario is obviously a modified The Anomaly. So we do start off with a monolith, but not a ghoul, and an extra starting character, as well as some clothing and weapon changes. Difficulty is losing is fun. Storyteller is Randy Random. DLCs is all, and mods is Celsius and Fahrenheit, and no time change sounds. Basically, it's vanilla. Version is 1.5. The goals: to defeat the Void God, protect innocent lives, and to ascend to the highest rank in the Shadow Empire to help put their empire back together. And the rules: no uncivil traits. I know that's a little open-ended, but to list them all would be pedantic. Conscripts must convert, and I have a special method to do that. And no false imprisonment. Basically, we don't just slap people in prison and force them to convert. That's not our way. And additional details: it's a viewer-driven series through polling, so it's not necessarily min-maxed or anything. And backseating is allowed, but spoilers are not, so don't spoil anything. And then the ideology is going to be easier for me to show you here. So we are loyalist collectivists with human primacy, but this was created in dev mode, so not everything here would be buildable outside of dev mode. We do have charity as essential. We're here to help this planet. That is our primary goal. We have very inefficient void study, because, of course, we aren't void cultists or anything like that. We hate blood feeders, rough living, and temperature tough. Because, you know, we're here to rough it. The rest of the precepts are relatively normal, as you can see. Nothing out of the ordinary. You know, no execution unless they're guilty, no slavery, no organ harvesting. You know, we're civil in that regard. And we also share this ideology with the Shattered Empire. So both of us share the same ideology. We have a lot of roles: commander, quartermaster, specialist, armor, scientist, and gunner. So there's a lot of specialized roles there. And that's about it. We also like Ultratech and despise Neolithic weapons. So that is our ideology. This is the planet. Standard, random planet. No faction changes. Nothing disabled, nothing enabled, just default across the board. And we are up here in a boreal forest. Oh, no, I misclicked. A boreal forest mountain. So growing periods half the year, and not much going on around us yet. Here's the starting tile. A typical mountainous boreal forest. Pretty defensible, and that was kind of the point. And then, for our starting characters, we have Sienna Pandak, or Sea Panda, who is a child spy military commissar, shooting, construction, medical, and social. She is a baseliner who's trigger-happy, iron-willed, and a fast walker. Then we have Meek Usar, or Usuar, however you say that last name, or Meekus. Meekus is a genie. With perfect memory, meaning that skills never degrade, quick sleeping, and industrious, who is a prodigal student and an army scientist. And then we have Ink Marn, or just Ink. Ink is a Neanderthal military cadet space marine, who is a tough jogging brawler, ready to slice and dice horrors of the Void. So those are our starting characters. And yeah, let's get right into it. So we want to set up a basic sort of military outpost first, before even tapping into the Fallen Monolith. So we deployed from space with the hunch that this fallen monolith is the root of evil on this planet that shattered the Empire. So let's get a basic outpost set up. Easy enough. So work priorities. Let's see. Patient, doctor. I'm not going to worry about childcare yet. In fact, I think forced sterility might not be a terrible idea. But we can of course poll on that. One thing to note is we're military, so like nobody really is a good animal handler or cook or plant tender. Very much by design. So our people here just don't know how to do it at all. So we'll do our best, but you know, we're gonna have to rely on hunting, I suspect. We do have a lot of resources here at our disposal, and because we suck at cutting down trees, I do intend to use them. Taking a look at the fertile soil. So there is some fertile soil to our north, a little exposed and out in the open. And then we have this mountain range here, west and east of us. We have deep water here, which could be fantastically instrumental in our defense. And we ought to put it to good use for that very reason, I think. So in terms of planning, I think just nestling here as a starting area seems rather reasonable to me. Maybe even further out. Maybe right here. So we don't have to haul the materials too far. All right, in terms of soil fertility, there's lower fertility here. So let's go ahead, because there's nothing really growing on there and we don't cut down trees all that effectively. We'll set up a little 11 by 11 outpost right there, hauling the, rats. There we go. Hauling the mechanoid slag out of the way. So if you're wondering about factions or anything, everything is default. Everything you get from a default start is default. I changed nothing. So as to answer your question, nothing has changed. Everything is default. Equipment. Sea Panda, go for the SMG and a turret pack. Mikas, a SMG and turret pack. And Ink, a mono sword and a shield belt. Good. We are going to want a table and chairs, some basic recreation, chess and horseshoes. I'll have a chair for everybody, or stool rather, for everybody. And then of course bedding. Barracks style. Because of course barracks style. Perhaps specific leaders will get their own bedding in the future, but not right now. Wooden floors. And then we're going to want Mikas to probably start researching regular science stuff pretty early on. Additionally, as far as power goes, we suck at cutting down trees, so I'm going to go with wind. But I have to figure out exactly how I want to lay out the turbines. Like, if I lay out the turbines like this, a fair portion of the turbines are covered by the water, which might be advantageous, you know, or down here, and running a longer line. Something like that. So we just don't have collision problems. I like it. They'll have to do. And then we can hook batteries up to it. So I'll even go so far as to hide the conduits. They overlap. We don't want that. Alright, now they don't overlap. Perfect. Which means I will likely want some turbine pads here, so that once we cut the trees once, we never really have to do it again. And then the cabling will be run after the fact. Alright, looks good. The other thing is, let's go ahead and preemptively get some basic shelving. because we have a lot of stuff, and we're going to want places to put the stuff. And then also a bookcase, because we do have some books. And eventually maybe put down some like kitchen or some way to feed ourselves pretty early on as well. So work priorities is all set. What does Mikas work on while everyone else is doing that? Mikas, you are going to attempt to plant cut. You suck at it, so I don't expect miracles here. But I'm going to have you cut the trees. Because you aren't a constructor, so you're not going to be useful in that. And yep, of course, I'll put a roof over battery. I always do. Okay. A good, solid start, I think. Alright, how to run hidden conduit. It's going to be a little squiggly, I think, because I don't want to spend any extra time cutting anything down that we don't have to. And luckily, with it hidden, once it's built, it won't be ugly. So something like that. Good. I like how they're immediately roofing up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a torch here temporarily so they're not working in the dark. And that way it keeps them working faster. Alright, Ink. You're barely literate, but even you understand the usefulness of books. So we will get some books. Put them on the shelf. Mikas is doing his best to cut down trees, but of course, he absolutely, as a genie, sucks at it. Very bad. Ink! Speaking of which, thank you for the gifted subs, and Rexy for the resub, and Jobro for the resub, Con Humanis, Turan, and Sea Panda themselves. I already have like 2 of 3 of the starting colonists resubbing and gifting subs. Oh, here's some old corpses here, and we'll put them to rest as well. Alright, Mikas is doing his best. And that doesn't run into the mountain. Perfect. Whoa! Scorpio, thank you for the gifted subs, and Bobby for the resub. I'll drink to that. In fact, let me unpause the Yoda camera too. Ooh, a masterwork chess table. That will be good for practicing our strategy. Alright. Seems to me like we're running out of wood as a building material. So, Ink, I am going to task you, friend. Yeah, because Sea Panda's better at it, with also cutting down trees. We probably want to cut all the trees immediately around the cabin as a natural fire break, so that we don't run into fire spreading from natural or unnatural sources and messing with us. So I will work on a fire break. So we obviously, this is an ancient danger. Looking for strategic resources, I'm going to start marking them down with planning. So there's components, ancient danger, steel, components. There is a lot of deep water here that could be utilized for defenses as well. The deep water around here is excellent. Ship chunks and steel, more steel, components. A lot of components. which is good. The natural tile looks to be mostly sandstone, with a little bit of marble and slate. Oh, some gold. Nice. We'll have to get a little wet for that, but that'll work. Let me check the terrain. So slate, marble, and sandstone. So we don't have the coveted granite, but we do have other stones available to us. Plenty of stones, considering we're in the mountains. Once the trees immediately around the cabin are cut, I will start with the fire break as well. And I would say pretty early on, it's going to be a wise idea to phase out wood structures and go with something that can actually withstand some fire damage. Because the Shattered Empire on this planet did a really poor job of administering their own planet. So there's a lot of unruly factions here. And we don't want, like the Savage Impid tribe to roll up and just burn everything to the ground. Like they do. Boreal Forests, honestly, might be one of my favorite map tiles. I really like Boreal Forests. If you can deal with a half grow season, because most of them don't have full year grow seasons, they have gloriously large lakes, which can be used for defenses. Bubba Bushuk, thank you for the resub too. Alright, Ick. Let's see. Going for the big pine. Let's start getting walls up and bedding. Although we have rough living. If we really have to rough it, we can rough it. I don't think it's necessary, though. Here's a bed. The real advantage of the bed, of course, is that we just rest recover quicker. Especially if it's good quality. So there's 3 beds, 2 of higher than normal quality. Alright, Ink, back to tree cutting. I will handpick the trees. Some old growth pine. Nobody settled here ever, so pine trees are hardwoods, almost. Right, this platform looks nice and clear. That's awesome. Mikas, you're playing horseshoes? Yeah, I'll allow it. And there is our research. So, we have a poll for you all. What research? So this is the basic non-anomaly research. And I didn't have all the options included, just the ones I thought that would be most relevant. So feel free to vote. So at this point, there is no more wood required for this section here. The cutting the grass is probably not necessary. So I'm going to cancel the cutting orders, except for the heal route that's there. We'll just pave over the grass. Twonker, thank you for the sub. And no, they don't mind nutrient paste. The The image for the details can be found here for the entire ideology up in chat. I have not spotted plasteel or uranium. Not yet. So maybe we'll have to trade for it. We'll see. There is, of course, uranium in there, more than likely. Possibly plasteel, too. Alright, thank you for the gifted subs too. Man, you guys are awesome. Cheers. Alright, looks like smithing to be a popular option. I am going to keep Mikas on plant cutting down trees until we have the cabin though. Oh, cargo pods. HQ sent us some guinea pig meat. Oh, that's funny, because we're the guinea pigs fighting the void. Ah, that's a good one, HQ. Cute. Not sure how I feel about that, but cute. They're real cheeky bastards up there and orbiting in space, watching our progress. Alright, getting the wind pad going. Ink, if you continue botching, I'm going to take you off construction. Put you on mining to requisition us some more steel. So you better watch it, buddy. Misallocation resources. Alright, I actually am going to, oops, wrong person, put you on tree cutting as well. I think it would not be a bad idea to start to clear out this fertile zone of trees. So I'm going to set this as a no-sowing tree cutting zone for now. And they'll auto-pick the fully grown trees and cut those first. Ah, great. A birch tree popped up. Yeah, as far as geothermal goes, there is 3, 1, 2, and 3 nearby. Good power sources if that's what the method that we want. Alright, I'm going to call this poll a little early. Smithing is 1, so we will smith. Oh, there's another one here too, yeah. There's 4 of them. It's a big footprint for a base, but I think I can make it work. I'm sort of strategizing up here already. Yeah, I can make it work. That's interesting. Slag, mech slag. There we go. Haul that mech slag out of the way. And then once we have walls up around our home structure, new lovers. Oh, Mikas and Sea Panda. Okay. You've just been waiting to get out from under Command's watchful gaze to get that one going, huh? That didn't take you very long. Luckily, Ink is not the envious type. He's all about that mono sword. Just a few more stretches of conduit, and we will have electricity up and running. Separating ourselves out from the feral tribes of this planet. I suppose, that means we're going to need a double bed. We'll get one going. Are you to say that there's not... No, there's trees there. So let's go ahead and grow up as a high priority so they actually cut down those trees. Flick, thank you for the gifted subs. Cheers. Alright, turning off the auto home zone because I hate it. It paints everything ridiculously. Overpaints, in fact. And setting up my own. Let's cover the cables, and the cabin, and the detector, and that's it. And I'll just have to periodically remember to repaint it, because I have the auto home zone off. But I do have repair in home zone and replace in home zone turned on. And power. Nice. Cabin's almost enclosed. And there we go. Sea Panda and Mikus. Drifter seeks charity. Well, of course. 6 medicine? You got it, friend. We will cure what plagues you. So, smithing, queuing up. And Mikus, you are now relieved of plant cutting duty. Quantum and Zifi, thank you for the resubs too, and welcome. Oh, great. Right as we get power on, we get hit by solar flare. Because of course we do. Alright, it's a slightly impressive barracks. Next project. What should we build next? Kitchen. Diner. Standalone barracks. We can also do storage, defenses, or other. Two and a half minutes to vote on that. I am going to start to plant some things. Poorly, I am sure, but do my very best. Because of the short growing season, I'm going to have to go with rice on fertile soil. Oh, great, there's already a tree. We go to the effort of cutting down everything around the trees, and a tree pops up. See, Panda? Give Vaughn what he came for. There you go, friend. We, of course, believe in charity. So... Ooh, a psychic droner. Huh. That's weird. So I'm going to cancel this zone and work on the growing zone now. Yeah, this is a reward for the charity. Seems like it. So it looks to me like some basic defenses are in order, which is proper for a military camp, I'd say. Leave that torch in for now. So let's go ahead and we'll make it out of sandstone, as strange as that might sound. You can think of it as like sandbags. And Mikas is going to help cut some stone for us. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Eldritch Guards, which originally streamed live on Twitch April 13th and April 14th as a marathon, but not a miniseries, which means this series will continue sometime in the near future. If you have any feedback or questions, let me know in the comments below, but please no spoilers for the people reading the comments. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. And if you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord or Patreon, links can be found in the description. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Eldritch Guards.